by Rampage Jackson.
And that's it. That is all she wrote for Hercules right there.
Danielle Taylor throwing some heavy shots and ends the fight. Cutler is out. Insane airplane toss by Charles Krazy.
Standing takedowns. Huge knees, two huge knees.
And there she is, Ronda Rousey making her pro debut in excellent fashion. Jayme Colleen just destroying. Cutler says, no more, I'm out. And a quick look at our rules of combat based on 3 5-minute rounds, and of course 5 5-minute rounds for championship bouts. And of course in the amateur division that changed to 3 3-minute rounds, and of course 5 3-minute rounds for championship bouts in the amateur division. It's based on the 10-point must system, judging criteria, and to get things started, we'll go ahead and throw it to the cage.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, our fighters are ready. Officials, dates are ready. Colorado, are you ready? Please welcome to the cage, Angelo Trujillo.
Angelo Trujillo now making his way to the cage. Trujillo hails from Grand Junction, Colorado, and stands at 5 feet 2 inches tall. Currently fighting out of the 125-pound weight class, his amateur MMA record stands at 4 wins and 2 losses. Trujillo currently trains out of Grand Junction, Colorado, where he specializes in his kickboxing technique under Oscar Del Toro. Trujillo is definitely comfortable on his feet. He's very much so a stand-up fighter. Definitely has that knockout potential. So we could be in for a very exciting, explosive fight to kick the night off here at King of the Cage Perennial at Sky Ute Casino Resort. Referee Mike Beltran now finishing up the preparations ringside as Angelo Trujillo makes his way into the cage.
Here is Francisco Dominguez.
Francisco Dominguez now makes his way to the cage. Dominguez hails from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall. Currently fighting out of the 125-pound weight class, his amateur MMA record stands at 4 wins and 2 losses. Dominguez currently holds a white belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and trains out of Fit NHB in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Now, Dominguez's styles and influences include jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, and a little bit of karate. So he's definitely got a little mix-up of that stand-up, that ground game. Definitely something important to have. His opponent, definitely more of a stand-up fighter. He's coming to possibly knock Dominguez out. Dominguez is definitely going to have to be on the watch for that, those heavy hands. But Dominguez has got a little bit more speed. He's definitely going to be a little more agile in the ring. He's going to have to use that to his advantage. Francisco Dominguez heads into the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the sensational Sky Ute Casino and Resort, Ignacio, Colorado, King of the Cage and General Tire present this 3-round bout in the junior flyweight division. Your referee in charge of the action, Mike Beltran. Introducing first, in the Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 5 feet 2 inches tall. Official weight, 125.6 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, from Grand Junction, Colorado, presenting Angelo Trujillo. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall. Official weight, 124 pounds even. He represents Fit NHB. Ladies and gentlemen, from Albuquerque, New Mexico, presenting Francisco Dominguez. Once again, your referee in charge of this 3-round junior flyweight bout, Mike Beltran. Now, the final instructions.
Jump in over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves now if you want. That's the sound of the bell. Come on out. Handle your business, guys. Let's go.
And here we go, round 1. Mike Beltran, our ref for this matchup. Trujillo in the blue gloves and Francisco Dominguez in the red gloves. Dominguez backs up a bit with a nice little inside leg kick to start things off. Man, just pretty vicious with those kicks.
Trujillo trying to get the takedown here.
And it looks like he's going to try and put on the guillotine, possibly stop this takedown attempt, obviously.
Dominguez putting up a great defense here.
It's deep. And it looks like he may tap out. It looks like he just made it deeper by this. And Dominguez holding on to this guillotine. It could be over. Trujillo's about to tap out. And that is it. Quick finish. Let's take a look at the replay as Trent walks us through this.
Now Trujillo came in, he was trying to watch Dominguez's moves, trying to learn from him. Didn't quite work out to his advantage, and Dominguez was able to lock in that guillotine.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 40 seconds of round number 1. The winner by tap-out submission from a guillotine choke, Francisco Dominguez. Here is Jorge Konakoki.
Jorge Konakoki now making his way to the cage. Konakoki hails from Denver, Colorado, and stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall. Currently fighting out of the 135-pound weight class. Konakoki has a fresh record. He's new here to King of the Cage. This is his debut fight here tonight. He's definitely looking to leave his mark tonight and make an impression on anybody in the crowd, on the fans here. Konakoki currently holds a white belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Konakoki currently trains out of Zingano's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu out of Broomfield, Colorado, and trains under Thomas Denny in Team Wildman. Konakoki considers himself a freestyle fighter. Definitely a little more technical for a freestyle fighter. He's looking to show his stuff here tonight. We're curious to see whether or not he's going to stay on the stand-up, whether he's going to want to take it down to the ground, what exactly he's going to be looking for in this fight. Jorge Konakoki now making his way into the cage.
Here is David Archuleta.
David Archuleta now making his way to the cage. Archuleta hails from Farmington, New Mexico, and stands at 5 feet 7 inches tall. Currently fighting out of the 135-pound weight class, his amateur MMA record stands at 0 wins and 2 losses. Archuleta currently holds a white belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and trains out of ZRA Fight Club in Aztec, New Mexico. Archuleta mostly specializes in boxing. He likes to keep things on the stand-up. He's definitely got some knockout potential in him. Going to be a dangerous foe for his opponent. Konakoki is definitely going to have to stay light on his feet and keep in mind the power behind Archuleta's punches. However, though, Archuleta does not train very heavily in the ground game aspect of it, so if Konakoki can manage to overwhelm him there, he could be in trouble. But I'm sure Archuleta is confident in keeping things in the stand-up. David Archuleta makes his way into the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Sky Ute Casino Resort, Ignacio, Colorado, King of the Cage and General Tire present this 3-round bout in the flyweight division. Your referee in charge of the action, Mike Beltran. Introducing first, the Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, official weight 133.2 pounds. He represents Team Wildman and Zingano's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Ladies and gentlemen, from Denver, Colorado, presenting Jorge Konakoki. He is supported across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 5 feet 7 inches tall, official weight 135 pounds. He represents the Zia Fight Club. Ladies and gentlemen, from Farmington, New Mexico, presenting David Archuleta. Once again, your referee in charge of this 3-round flyweight bout, Mike Beltran now, final instructions.
All right, y'all been over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves now if you want. That's the sound of the bell. Come on out and handle your business, guys. Let's go.
Jorge Konakoki takes on David Archuleta here. And so far, this has been some quick fights that we have been witnessing. And Mike Beltran about to start things off.
All right, gentlemen, first round. You ready to fight? You ready to fight? Let's go.
Konakoki in the blue gloves. Archuleta in the red gloves. And Konakoki obviously is displaying that he's got a little bit of a reach advantage here, possibly.
Konakoki putting on a little more pressure. Archuleta returns.
Archuleta with a nice hook to back him up a bit here. And both fighters content with standing up and banging it out here. Konakoki gets backed up to the cage. And man, he is just working those leg kicks, huh?
Definitely, it's crazy.
Combo after combo. Archuleta says, okay. Let me show you I got a chin too.
Now Archuleta seems to be able to keep up with the offense here, but I think he needs to pick it up just a little more in the defense. Konakoki is landing quite a few strikes over Archuleta.
That is absolutely right. You can see Konakoki just really taking his time and making each shot count. And not just throwing shots at the wind. Archuleta backs up a bit, trying to work that hook again.
Konakoki definitely showing a little bit of that speed advantage.
Yeah, Konakoki also trying to get it, a little confusion thrown here with that spinning back fist. Archuleta takes more body shots. Man, he goes to work.
Archuleta looking a little overwhelmed here.
Konakoki just really mixing it up from shots to kicks, and that's what threw Archuleta off a bit. trying to finish things off, but Archuleta showing some really, really good resilience here.
Yeah, he's really going to have to pick up his defense here. Try to hold out until the end of the round, possibly try to get some points, strike back. He's trying, but Konakoki is just, he's beating him to it.
Yeah, he is, and those body shots are really taking the life out of Archuleta. You can really see him starting to breathe. But Archuleta says, you know what, you're going to have to bring a lot more than that to put me away, as he's starting to recover pretty quickly.
Yeah, the fire's definitely still burning. He's pushing forward.
Both fighters continue to stand up here. Dangerous situations indeed, but Archuleta's going to continue with the stand-up. No one has changed the elevation. Both fighters are confident in their stand-up here.
Konakoki patiently waiting for that opportunity to just explode on Archuleta.
More shots from the top.
Archuleta swinging back with whatever he has. Oh, but Konakoki with just those knees, he's hitting every part of the body, mixing it up, keeping it busy. I don't know if Archuleta can keep up with this much longer.
No, it just seems like he keeps bringing it down, but it looks like time is going to be of essence and be his friend in this situation, because, man, Archuleta's taking some nasty body shots. Man. Archuleta's still in it, though. Man, let's take a look at some of the highlights.
Very impressive round from Konakoki. He comes in immediately, is the aggressor, is able to land significantly more strikes, more kicks, more body shots, everything just dominant over his opponent.
When we return, the action continues here at King of the Cage. And here we go, round two. Konakoki doing a great job on the feet here. So far, he's been just throwing it down with the combinations to the body, with the kicks, and it has really been throwing Archuleta's game off quite a bit.
You know, and despite all that, Archuleta still pushing forward, looking like just as fresh as he started the fight with. Continually, you know, not backing down at all.
And Archuleta just continues to take the punishment, but it's been somewhat frustrating for Konakoki, not being able to, you know, take his opponent out with some of the massive shots he delivered in the earlier parts of round one. And Archuleta, you know, his corner is telling him he needs to fight, not to take any more hits. Can't afford to take any more damage.
Yeah, Archuleta definitely going to have to step up the offense soon.
And now, Konakoki just continuing to wait for that opportunity. And Archuleta's now starting to press forward. Inside leg kick for Archuleta. And a kick to the body as a receipt. And now delivering some nice knees. And Archuleta with some nice shots from there at the cage.
Konakoki definitely got some energy to spare, so he can, you know, dance around with Archuleta if he wants to a little bit. He can at least work a little bit to his advantage, especially after, you know, owning that first round. Archuleta, though, surprisingly just continually pushing forward with that same force we've seen this entire fight.
And Archuleta, yeah, he's just starting to slow down just a bit, but it's you know, it just shows that he's got great cardio, though. I mean, so far he has taken some severe punishment, but he's just still pushing forward regardless. Faking the takedown there.
Konakoki just looks ready to go at any moment.
So far, both fighters have shown that they seriously have what it takes for this to go the distance, possibly. But Konakoki didn't like that outside leg kick there.
I think at this point, Konakoki is just trying to work that fatigue against Archuleta, trying to drag this on a little longer, get him a little more tired, a little slower. Archuleta landing some nice strikes there.
Oh, and taunting him a bit. Konakoki says, that didn't faze me. But, you know, that's normally a sign that it could possibly have fazed him.
Yeah, you never know if it's a bluff.
Nice flying knee, just barely misses. Archuleta with a nice body kick. Konakoki just says, what's up?
The confidence.
And that is it for that round. Great job done by both fighters. Let's take a quick look at the replay here. Some nice combinations between these two fighters.
Konakoki once again displaying his superior stand-up skill, but Archuleta not backing down.
And here we go into the next round. Round 3 here at King of the Cage Perennial. Once again, we're here at Sky Ute Casino. Beautiful resort out here in Ignacio, Colorado. And now both fighters are really bringing it on here in round 3. They know time is of essence, and now Konakoki just bringing it on too.
Konakoki now looking like he's slowing down just a little bit, but I mean, that's natural. We're here in the 3rd round already.
Yeah, he really was pushing it throughout the entire rounds, and yeah, that's really true compared to how he was been pushing the action. But still, a very well-aware Konakoki as we go into round 3.
Right, definitely looking like he's trying to conserve that little burst left, waiting for that small opportunity to open. He's able to zoom in and hopefully get a successful combo in.
Archuleta's almost like a sleeper in a sense. Like, you just don't know, and he brings a shot out that just could knock you out completely. And that's what Konakoki is worried, kind of like concerned about, because it's like, man, where'd that shot come from?
Yeah,
you know?
definitely. I mean, he just showed that in the last round where he shook Konakoki already right there at the last second. No, I'm sure he didn't expect that. Played it off like it didn't hurt him, but definitely looked like it hit him pretty hard.
Sure, and right here, Archuleta's backing up. Worried about those combinations that Konakoki has been infamous for here in the last several rounds. Archuleta takes more shots. Still not phased. Now, these guys have taken severe damage all over the body. I mean, kicks to the legs, kicks to the body, punches to the body, to the dome. Just, oh man, knocks him back. Konakoki looking to go to work.
And this is that opportunity he was waiting for that slight moment. Was able to stop Archuleta for a second there, but he's still wary for that punch from Archuleta. Doesn't want to catch an unsuspecting hook.
Yeah, and he caught that unsuspecting leg almost. That must have felt nice. Konakoki just keeping him distant with those nice lefts. Circling around. Man, 54, 52 more seconds remaining in this round.
Archuleta showing very much that he can last through the punches.
And there's that shot we were talking about. You can see Konakoki kind of woke up, said, you know what, I better back up a little bit. Now another kick to the body, catches him off guard.
Oh, but Konakoki wants it stood up.
This is the perfect time to stand him up, get him dizzy, and then just rock him, sock him robots if you want to get this finish.
Archuleta getting a chance here to recover a little bit.
This may go the distance now. And I see Mike Beltran stepping in here very quickly. Konakoki just wasting no time. Oh, and a big slam by Archuleta.
What a turnaround from Archuleta right here at the last minute. Definitely going to score some points for that.
There you have it. What a great round. Final round between these two.
Konakoki once again showing the same skill that we've seen for the last 2 rounds, but Archuleta definitely bringing his side to the table for this round.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of flyweight action here in the great Centennial State, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judges at cage side, Steve Playa and Mark Sanchez both scored this contest 30-27, while Chris Tejas has it 30-26. All 3 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Jorge Konakoki. Here is Alan Dudo.
Alan Dudo now making his way to the cage. Dudo hails from Sarajevo, Bosnia, and stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall. Fighting out of the 135-pound weight class, his current amateur MMA record stands at 0 wins and 3 losses. Dudo currently trains out of AFA in Denver, Colorado, where he specializes in his ground game, particularly in his wrestling background. Now, Dudo is definitely more of a ground fighter. If we could predict anything, he's going to be trying to take his opponent down and keep it down there for the majority of the match. Alan Dudo now makes his way into the cage.
Here's Derek Pringle.
Now making his way to cage side, Derek Pringle. Pringle hails from Aztec, New Mexico, and stands at 5 feet 9 inches tall. Now this is Pringle's debut fight here with King of the Cage. Pringle is looking to begin his climb here tonight and to leave an impression on the fans here at this event. Pringle definitely looking to do something significant, looking to make his mark against his opponent, Alan Dudo. It's going to be very interesting to see. As we know, Dudo has more experience than Pringle does in the cage. However, we've been surprised before. Pringle could definitely bring something new to the table. It's a wonder whether he'll stay in the stand-up, whether he'll take things to the ground, but we'll just have to find out. Derek Pringle heads into the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Sky Ute Casino Resort, Ignacio, Colorado, King of the Cage and General Tire present this 3-round bout in the flyweight division. Your referee in charge of the action, Mike Beltran. Introducing first, the Lucas Oil Blue Corner, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, official weight 134.6 pounds. He represents AFA Boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, from Sarajevo, Bosnia, presenting Alan Dudo. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 5 feet 9 inches tall, official weight 133 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, from Aztec, New Mexico, presenting Derek Pringle. Once again, your referee is Mike Beltran. Now with the final instructions, 3 rounds, flyweights.
All right, gentlemen, been over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves now if you want. That's the sound of the bell. Come on out and handle your business. Let's go.
And here we go. Alan Dudo in the blue tape gloves, and of course Derek Pringle in the red tape gloves. Derek Pringle with a nice takedown.
Pringle wasting no time this fight. Dudo doing a good job of defending here, keeping Pringle locked up.
Pringle just looking to get out of this, posture up, throw some shots from the top as he continues to work his way to side control. And Dudo doing a good job thus far, but I think Pringle is about to get that pass. Gets pushed back, and that's a great job. Got the half butterfly guard going. Pringle says, okay, I'll go to work from here then. Shots to the body.
Dudo working a great defense. Nice little shot right there, return.
Yeah, that shot was a little bit of a mistake there by Dudo. You can see that Pringle utilized that opportunity to cross over to side control. And now trying to put it down. Trapping the arms is Dudo.
Dudo just trying to hold on and lock down Pringle. Pringle not going to let it happen that easy.
Taking the back. Pringle going to work. This is usually not a good thing happening this early in the round. And you can see Pringle's just really going to the practicing skills of his ground game here. And now going to work. It could possibly be over.
Yeah, Dudo getting in an increasingly dangerous situation here.
Oh, man, I don't see him getting out of this. This is pretty bad. Mike Beltran on top of the action. I think Pringle may walk away with a rear naked choke, and that is it. Round one. Pringle does it. Let's take a look at the replay. Man.
Prangley coming in with that aggression right off the bat. He knew exactly what he wanted to do, had his target in mind, executed it perfectly, managed to take the back of Dudo, sunk in that rear naked choke.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 1 minute and 46 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by tap out submission from a rear naked choke, Prangley. Here is Oscar, the moisturizer, Herrera.
Oscar Herrera now making his way to the cage. Herrera hails from Denver, Colorado, and stands at 5 feet 7 inches tall. Weighing in at 115 pounds, his current amateur MMA record stands at 6 wins and 5 losses. Herrera currently holds a white belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and trains out of Zingano, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and Team Wildman.
You guys gonna hug before you put the Vaseline on? You gonna hug before you put the Vaseline?
Herrera is much more self-described as a freestyle fighter as well. However, he's very technical. He's got a strong record thus far here at King of the Cage. He's definitely shown that he's capable of being a formidable force in the cage. Herrera is very fast on his feet. He's got some heavy hands, but on the ground is definitely where he shines with his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Of course, his trainer, Thomas Denny, a well-known name here at King of the Cage. Oscar Herrera looking to pick up another win tonight as he heads inside the cage.
There's Austin, the animal, Nguyen.
Austin Lewis now making his way to the cage. Lewis hails from Moriarty, New Mexico, and stands at 5 feet 6 inches tall. Weighing in at 115 pounds as well, his current amateur MMA record stands at 4 wins and 3 losses. Lewis trains out of Elevation Boxing in Moriarty, New Mexico. Lewis is definitely a predominant stand-up fighter. He's definitely got heavy hands, he's got knockout capability, has a strong, decent record here at King of the Cage. Definitely going to prove to be a tough obstacle for his opponent, Oscar Herrera. Austin Lewis now makes his way into the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Sky Ute Casino Resort, Ignacio, Colorado, King of the Cage and General Tire present this 3-round bout in the strawweight division. Your referee in charge of the action, Mike Beltran. Introducing first, in the Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, official weight 115.8 pounds. He represents Zingano, BJJ, and Team Wildman. Ladies and gentlemen, from Denver, Colorado, presenting Oscar, the Moisturizer, Herrera. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 5 feet 6 inches tall. Official weight, 115.2 pounds. He represents Elevation Boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, from Moriarty, New Mexico, presenting Austin, the Animal, Lewis. Once again, your referee in charge of this 3-round strawweight bout, Mike Beltran, with the final instructions.
All right, gentlemen, been over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves now if you want. At the sound of the bell, come on out and handle your business, guys. Let's go.
And here we go, Austin versus Lewis. Lewis in the red tape gloves, and of course Herrera in the blue tape gloves. Herrera, the Muay Thai shorts. I can only imagine the style that he's gonna bring with the stand-up, and so far it's pretty impressive. And you know, Lewis better watch out for those leg kicks.
Lewis pressing forward.
Lewis may be looking for the takedown, possibly set something up here. But who knows, man? You just never know, man. These fighters are so well-rounded in the amateur divisions nowadays. They come in almost as pros. They fight like pros. It's so different than it was maybe 10, 15 years ago when it was still continuing to evolve, the sport of mixed martial arts. Oh, Lewis with some nice shots. Look at this, nice knees. And here I'm talking about Muay Thai, and he gets him in the plum and a clinch, and man, goes to work.
Herrera definitely feeling that in his stomach.
Man, I miscalculated that. And then the Muay Thai shorts goes for the arm bar. This is just bizarre, man.
Such a fast turnaround here.
This is almost like he's wearing the Muay Thai shorts to throw his opponent off a bit. Like, hey, man, you know what? I got a ground game, too. Check this out. And Lewis is like, oh, man. But so far, both fighters are doing really good in this scramble.
Lewis now on top, continuing to push forward. Herrera maintaining a good defense here.
And this is what I'm talking about. I was just talking about this just a couple seconds ago before all this happened. Is, you know, the sport of mixed martial arts has evolved so much in the last 10 years that it's no longer like, hey, I'm a boxer, or hey, I have this wrestling background. It's pretty much you train everything or you train to lose then at that point if you're going to just, you know, work with that. But it's just great job by both of these guys. So Lewis is going to continue to work possibly from the full guard here. And Herrera is just comfortable down here. Herrera really utilizing those limbs, you can see.
Yeah, possibly trying to set up the triangle there, but
sort of like this reverse triangle position going, rolls out, utilizes that opportunity quick.
Looks like we'll stand things back up.
Man, this is mixed martial arts. From the top to the ground, exciting on the ground. There was nothing not exciting about the ground game there.
Right, two completely diverse fighters. Well on the row right, standing up on the ground, wherever they take it. Herrera takes things back to the ground.
I mean, honestly, I've heard some fighters in the past say they would throw the Muay Thai shorts in just to throw their opponent off and then not even stand up, just go shoot in for the takedown. I'm like, man, that's a pretty cool tactic.
Really working the mind game.
Yeah.
The psychological aspect of the fight.
It's incredible, man. I was like, wow, never thought about that aspect. 10 seconds remains. Tapatio Meat Snacks, one of our sponsors here tonight. We appreciate the love. And Lewis trying to finish things off, but it's not going to be enough time. And we will see a chapter 2. Let's take a quick look at the highlights here.
What an amazing performance between these two fighters. Very diverse, showing their skills on the stand-up, showing the jiu-jitsu, just about everywhere. You know, immediately turning things back on each other. One of them gets the armbar, one of them switches back over into the guillotine, constantly switching back and forth.
And here we go into chapter 2. Both fighters putting a pretty fast-paced fight together here in round 1. Mike Beltran working overtime tonight. And so far, this has been a pretty intense battle between these two. And both fighters showing they're well-versed in the cage. From the stand-up to the ground game, inside leg kick for Herrera. And Lewis, it just seemed like he was really patient the last round. Now he's really comfortable. He knew that he had that power when he went in and delivered those nice knees, got him in the tie clinch. And man, it was just incredible from then on.
Yeah, they definitely got a feel for each other now. I'm not sure if either were expecting such a tough opponent to fight against. I mean, matching them in just about every stance they take.
Yeah, it's almost like a mirror of each other. Definitely don't look alike, but man, the styles definitely look alike. Aaron Lewis defending that takedown.
Herrera can't quite get it.
Herrera's looking at it, and Herrera finally gets it. We'll see what Lewis has from the back here. And Herrera's gonna just continue to try and pass that guard. It's in the half guard position. Lewis doing a good job though of defending this.
Lewis making his way back onto his feet, but Herrera using that fence to his advantage.
Yeah, I love that elbow that he threw right against the cage. Now taking the back. Aaron Lewis going for that head control though.
I think Lewis got a little reminder of that first round, said, no way, I'm not letting you take that back again.
Yeah, absolutely. Now clinching him and trying to throw some more knees. And Herrera's going to take the outside of the cage here. It's a really tricky fight. I mean, one wrong move. Both fighters are there to capitalize on it very quickly.
Yeah, both these guys taking a little bit of time here, analyzing each other before they, don't want to step in too quick. Definitely want to watch each other. They know what skill is being held here. Lewis being cautious, both fighters taking their time. Lewis looking to close the distance.
And 28 seconds remains here. Herrera just continues to push forward. Lewis with a nice outside leg kick. Staying busy. Situation like this where both fighters are tired, Lewis is starting to score some points. Final seconds remain here.
Herrera looking for that opportunity. Tries to go in for a possible takedown. They clinch up.
That's it, Beltran. Getting in there, stopping things. Take a look at this.
Once again, this round definitely showing a little bit more of that ground game coming up, but towards the end, that second half, things definitely slowed down a little bit. I think both fighters were taking a chance to recover a little bit and really being wary of each other's moves.
And welcome back to Sky Ute Casino Resort, Ignacio, Colorado, as we head off into round 3 between Oscar Herrera in the blue tape gloves and Austin Lewis in the red tape. Beltran, our ref for this matchup. Third and final round. Both fighters showing a lot of cardio, showing a lot of explosiveness. This could be the round where somebody could possibly get knocked out just from the tiredness alone and the quickness of these hands. Herrera's working that takedown again. Reversing things is Lewis, and some nice knees, and drops Herrera. That is it.
A surprising knockout out of nowhere. Definitely was looking forward to a longer round.
Man, he just drops him right here, and Mike steps in because it's the amateur division. Got to be cautious.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 22 seconds of the third and final round. Your winner by knockout, Austin, the Animal Lewis. Here's Jay, the silent assassin, Ellis.
Jay Ellis now making his way to cage side. Ellis hails from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall. Fighting out of the welterweight division. Now Ellis is definitely a household name here at King of the Cage. He's no stranger to the ring. With over 80 bouts under his belt, definitely one of the more experienced fighters in his division. Ellis has just about seen it all inside the cage, and he continues to go out for more. Yes, his experience alone is definitely going to prove formidable against his opponent. He's very comfortable with his style. Jay Ellis makes his way into the cage.
Here is Oliver, the Omaha Kid Parker.
Oliver Parker now makes his way to the cage side. Parker hails from Blanding, Utah, and stands at 5 feet 9 inches tall. Also fighting out of the welterweight division, his current pro MMA record stands at 9 wins and 9 losses. Parker is a very strong stand-up fighter. He's had 5 knockouts so far in his professional career. Parker trains at a Fit NHB in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where he practices his boxing. He also has a wrestling background, so he's strong in the ground game as well. Definitely a formidable opponent for anyone. Oliver Parker makes his way into the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the sensational Sky Ute Casino Resort, Ignacio, Colorado, King of the Cage and General Tire present this 3-round bout in the welterweight division. Your referee in charge of the action, Mike Beltran. Introducing first, the Lucas Oil Blue Corner, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall. Official weight, 165 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, by way of the Boogie Down Bronx, New York, presenting Jay, the Silent Assassin, Ellis. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 5 feet 9 inches tall. Official weight, 168.4 pounds. He represents Fit NHB. Ladies and gentlemen, from Blanding, Utah, presenting Oliver, the Omaha Kid Parker. Once again, your referee is Mike Beltran. Now with the final instructions, 3 rounds, welterweights.
All right, gentlemen, been over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves now if you want. At the sound of the bell, come on out. Handle your business. Let's go.
Oliver Parker, Jay Ellis set to go to battle. Oliver Parker in the red tape gloves and Jay Ellis in the blue tape gloves. Parker, the brother of Sadaya Parker, middleweight champion at King of the Cage, fighting tonight. Let me tell you, these guys are tough. I don't know if it's in the genes of what they have, but they both know how to. They got clean stand-up. They usually overpower their opponents, which sometimes comes off as overpowering their victims. And that's just the way those brothers fight, man. They are incredible. And Jay Ellis is a very well-experienced fighter. So many fights under his belt. This is a very good opportunity for Parker to display his skill.
You ready to fight? You ready to fight? Hell, let's go.
And here we go. High kick, barely misses by Jay Ellis. Jay Ellis backs up with a slip.
Oh, looks like, yeah, we'll call a timeout here. Looks like there may have been a spill on the mat.
Yeah, just a little bit of a slip going on under the water there. I don't think we have the right replay, but they had to wipe that down, and I'm glad that Beltran caught that. And they had humble Beltran. He's like, I'll go in there and wipe it myself if you guys are going to do your job. One of the best refs in the business. There he is, Mike Beltran, witnessing greatness in the cage. And some sportsmanship between these two. And that was a very professional of Parker as well to not continue to throw some major shots there. I'm sure Ellis is appreciative too. Here we go. The fight continues. A little bit of drama, but we got through it. Now Ellis going for that single leg.
Parker working that jiu-jitsu, making his way to take Ellis's back possibly here.
Sort of a crucifix position, and now working that arm bar. Not gonna happen quite yet. Ellis is just wild right now, and that is very difficult for Parker to control. And that's the thing about Ellis, man. He is so explosive. He's got so much strength. And if you don't knock him out, man, his cardio, he will go to round 3, the distance. So you got to watch yourself. And now taking the back of Parker. Man.
Definitely. With all that experience under his belt, he's just about seen every kind of fighter. You know, he knows how to react in, you know, any situation almost.
This would be definitely an upset here tonight. Parker has been on a tear. And Ellis, you know, a lot of people said on paper he looked overmatched, but Ellis is the type of fighter, he says, I'll take it. I don't care what the odds are stacked against me or whatnot. And that's what Ellis is doing right now. This is probably throwing Parker off so bad right now.
Ellis definitely getting some nice points for control here.
Once again, tonight we want to thank our sponsors, Tapatio, Meat Snacks, and of course, General Tire and Lucas Oil. Ellis staying busy. And now Parker is going to roll out of it. This could be very dangerous for Ellis, exerting so much energy. And now Parker's going to take advantage and take the back and said, I'm going to punish you for trying to take my back.
And the tables are definitely turning here. Parker making good use, keeping busy, softening him up with those side blows.
It's a very disheartening position to be in after, you know, you're taking the back of Parker, and now Parker's taking your back, and he's just throwing shots. And those are the worst shots you can get because you don't know where they're coming from. And the second you don't know it's coming from, it hits you on the chin from underneath. That's so bad. Now taking the back for the rear naked choke.
Ellis looking to be in a dangerous, that's it.
Ellis taps out. Ellis almost had it. But lots of respect being shown by Parker, rightfully so.
Ellis definitely showing off his skill, showing off that experience, his ground game, his stand-up, very well-rounded fighter, but it just wasn't quite enough for Parker. Was able to overwhelm, take the back, and take out Ellis with that rear naked choke.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time comes at 2 minutes and 37 seconds of the first round. Your winner by tap-out submission from a rear naked choke, Oliver, the Omaha Kid. Parker.
Jacob Adams, he's a tall guy, he's pretty lanky, looks like he has a pretty long reach. You know, I think he might have actually fought for the 155 title in January, so you know, that's about as much as I know. You know, from there we'll see how it turns out in the cage.
What I know about Sherwin Price is he's 4-0 as a pro. He's undefeated as an amateur as well. He's from Albuquerque, New Mexico. He does a whole bunch of goofy spins and kicks and takes down his opponents.
You know, I would predict that I'll be walking out with that belt. I train too hard. You know, we're in the heat, the pain, with a den full of monsters. So if he's not training the same way, he has no chance.
My fight camp went great. It was very strenuous. I was able to get back down for the full duration of the camp and down in Denver, and it was amazing. Tough, but amazing.
Jake, I hope you've been training as hard as I have been, bro, because I have been. So we'll see you in the cage.
Sherwin Price, you better be ready tonight to catch these hands.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Sky Ute Casino Resort, Ignacio, Colorado, King of the Cage and General Tire present this 5-round bout for the vacant King of the Cage Junior Welterweight World Championship. The 3 judges will be Stephen Blea, Mark Sanchez, and Chris Tellez. After the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Mike Beltran. Introducing first, the Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 6 feet 3 inches tall. Official weight, 159 pounds. He represents Team Wildman and Zingano's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Record 1-2. Ladies and gentlemen, from Gillette, Wyoming, presenting Jake Adams. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall. Official weight, 158.2 pounds. He represents Fit NHB. Record, 4 victories, no defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, from Albuquerque, New Mexico, presenting Sherwin, the Genius Once again, your referee in charge of this 5-round title attraction, Mike Beltran, now with the final instructions.
All right, don't been over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Tough guys now if you want. That's the sound of the bell. Come on out. Handle your business. Let's go.
Here we go. Round 1. Jacob Adams, Sherwin Price.
All right, gentlemen. First round. You ready to fight? You ready to fight? Let's go.
All I got to say is junior welterweight, Jake Adams is a monster. Look how tall he is. And Sherwin Price is one of the top fighters in this division. So, man, this is just a perfect matchup between these two. They both worked hard to get here. And, man, this is going to be something else. I can't remember the last time I saw a fighter that tall in this division. It had to have been Quinn Mulhern, who is just an expert, phenomenal guy on the ground. And, geez, man, look at that. Sherwin Price is working it, though, man. He is getting all around. It doesn't matter. The height and reach advantage does not intimidate him one bit.
Yeah, Price making those good use of those kicks, being very cautious. Adams just stalking him down.
Now Price with a nice kick to the body, backing Adams up. Adams right back into it.
Now Adams definitely has that height, that reach advantage you were talking about earlier, but I believe Price just is a little bit faster.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to really work that to his advantage.
Jacob Adams, who trains underneath Thomas Wildman Denny, a MMA veteran here at King of the Cage and Strikeforce, Elite XC from back in the day. And Sherwin Price with a nice takedown right into the half guard. It's a great job done by Price, taking away that reach advantage from Jacob Adams. Junior welterweight crown is on the line here tonight. And Sherwin Price is very serious about his getting that belt because he's going right to work. And this is definitely taking some time up.
Price closing that distance. Oh, manages to get into near full mounts.
And Sherwin Price is just continuing to work here from the top, controlling things thus far. And Adams is just doing a good job of sustaining any damage.
Price staying on top, but Adams keeping him controlled fairly well.
Adams probably hoping for a stand-up here shortly, and Mike Beltran is possibly going to stand this up if he doesn't stay busy, trying to trap that body. Trying to deliver some elbows to Sherwin Price. Adams knows if he lets go just an inch, it could deliver an elbow to his chin. Now going to the body, trying to soften him up a bit. And that's exactly what happens. Rolling over with some nice hip power. Jacob Adams ends up inside our half guard.
The tables turn, Price now defending. Adams now making use of that height advantage here.
Adams staying busy now, trying to work from the top. 1 minute and 40 seconds to go here. And look at Sherwin-Price trying to reverse things, but not happening. Now taking the back is Jacob Adams.
This isn't looking good for Price.
Price now trying to fight Adams off.
Now, as we've already seen here tonight, this is definitely not the position you want to be in if you're in Price's place.
And Sherwin-Price is just trying to roll out of this. It's sort of like a chill position for Adams. Sherwin-Price looking to deliver an elbow from the top. Man, reversing things real quick. Almost giving up an arm here. Jacob Adams trying to pull off this armbar. Can he do it? Sherwin-Price, this is where like arm wrestling skills come into play here almost. It's like a tug of war.
Price trying to get out of this very dangerous situation. He's got to be very careful about this.
Adams is not letting go, just very persistent. And Sherwin-Price just has to weather the storm here. 22 seconds to go. Trying to break this up.
Adams not letting go.
Sherwin-Price slips out. 10 seconds remains. And a nice shot from the top. Trying to make up for lost time.
Sherwin-Price definitely picks up some points here at the end of the round.
Man, what a battle on the ground there. Let's take a look at the replay here real quick.
Definitely a pretty even first round here. I have to say Adams, though, definitely dominated, I think, a little bit more on the ground. Not to discredit Price at all. He was able to get things going just as well, but he did turn things around right there at the end of the fight, able to pick up just a couple more points at the end.
Right here, working that arm bar and then just breaks free from it. Excellent job by Price. When we return, the action continues as we head off into round 2 between Sherwin-Price and Jacob Adams. The KOTC welterweight crown is on the line. Mike Beltran, our ref for this matchup. And here we go, touch of the gloves. This could be scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Both fighters know a lot is at stake. Gotta save the tank. And Jacob Adams, man, just a beast at this weight class. Look how tall he is.
You know, the fight can really go anywhere from this point. Both fighters have already shown their talents on the ground, their talents in the stand-up.
Sherwin-Price able to work around the height advantage of Jacob Adams. He's able to take it to the ground, takes a shot as he moves forward there. Both fighters scrambling around here.
Price waiting for an opportunity to get some shots in.
Oh, the shot delivered by Sherwin-Price doesn't really faze Adams as he continues to move forward.
Adams throwing some heavy hooks.
Adams continues.
Adams looking like he's waiting to counterattack. Price really taking his time, being very cautious, making sure not to make the wrong move.
And Adams, man, looking in for that takedown. Price backs up. Doesn't happen quite yet. Jacob Price with another shot. Backing up once again. Adams continues to push forward.
Price definitely playing a little more of a defensive role this round. He's still managing to land a few shots here and there. Adams closing in.
Sure, Price is looking for a possible takedown attempt here, setting it up with a nice overhand right. Backs Jacob Adams up a bit. Adams continues to push forward, though. Way to get around that reach with that overhand right, and he utilizes it once again. If you notice that, he's like, man, I know how to get around this. Great job done by Price. Oh, and he takes a shot.
Adam returns, no problem. Price once again waiting for that opportunity to open up. Adam's really got to be careful about the right hand.
Yeah, that right seems to be getting right through his guard there. And Sherwin-Price has to just back up, having to time it out. Timing is key here in the stand-up against Adams, and another right. It's working for him. I'm sure Adams is like, man, it just comes out of nowhere every time.
Price really setting up each shot very carefully. Oh, another right. Drops Adams there for a second.
One minute, 23 seconds remains. And man, Adams continues to push forward, and this is just exhausting for Price too. Having to avoid those shots, having to avoid those threes.
Price just continually waiting to set up that over right hand. It's working for him every time.
Oh man, Price delivering some more goods there. Adams sizing him up here. Gotta watch that right. Adams getting a little unorthodox here. Oh, he fakes to the left. I like that. Price delivers a kick, though, for his efforts. Inside leg kick. I always love that. It's one of the most trickiest things that a fighter can do to another fighter. It's the most common thing you see all the time, but as a spectator, you gotta appreciate that. The poker face of kicking him to the leg and then looking him in the face and now taking the back of Jacob Adams. So much action, I can't even catch up with my words here.
And Adams saved by the bell possibly right there.
Yeah, what a great job done by Sherwin-Price to conclude that round.
We'll take a quick look at the replays here. Sherwin-Price definitely taking a little bit more of a cautious approach this round, but definitely landing some significant strikes there towards the end. It's coming down to this third round. Sherwin-Price versus Jake Adams. A lot is on the line tonight. The King of the Cage Junior Welterweight Championship. Both these fighters are determined to win this fight, and thus far it's been relatively a stalemate.
And you can see in the corner Thomas Denny with some wise words, a fighter that has been here at King of the Cage for many years, fought in the beginnings of King of the Cage. I'd say it goes all the way back to 99 to 2000, possibly even 98, the first King of the Cage event ever. So lots of action going on here tonight.
Both the fighters getting their last talks in with their corners. This is it, everything ends here, round number 3. And round number 3 begins. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out here. Sherwin-Price looking determined as ever. Adams, though, putting on the aggression. Ooh, Price takes a couple hits there. Trying to keep out of harm's way of Adams. Grabs the leg and closes in. Oh, possibly takes the back of Adams. Sherwin-Price is moving forward. Price trying to take the back. Adams doing a good job turning things around. Price not letting go. Adams making his way out of this position. Price still continually holding on. He's persistent, possibly trying to go for the armbar here, doesn't quite get it. Adams turns things around. Price now trying to remain calm. Adams just continually pushing the pressure. Price looking very calm and collected. He might have a plan he's working on here. Adams losing that control. Still managing to latch onto Price's leg. Both fighters a little stuck here. Price cranking something. There it is. Locks up the arm of Adams and manages to tap him out. What a surprising turn of events out of nowhere, seemingly turning an awkward situation into his benefit. Price was able to lock things up and take home that win.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 2 minutes and 3 seconds of round number 3. The winner by tap-out submission by way of an omoplata, still undefeated and new King of the Cage, junior welterweight champion of the world, the genius, Sharon Price.
Isaac London, not too sure about my opponent, but it didn't really matter because first time coming down to 155, so I was just kind of ready for any opponent. From what I have seen, he looks like he's in great shape, so it should be a great fight. I'm so excited to have this in Ignacio, Colorado.
I've seen his record. He's won every fight he's had with King of the Cage. However, he took off a few years on break, then come back suddenly, won again, and now I will be his next rival.
Yeah, not too much of a game plan. Gonna go out there, feel him out. I'm just so excited to be back in the cage. I haven't fought in there since 2011, so I'm just so excited to be back in. Whatever happens, happens. You know, I don't want to plan it out too much and have it go a different way. So I'm just gonna go out there and just fight the best fight I can.
Being that I don't consider myself a fighter, rather barbaric, I do fancy the martial arts. I do passion Kung Fu. And how I feel right now is basically seizing the moment.
Isaac London, welcome to Durango, Colorado. I'm here to personally welcome you. So it may not be the best trip you've ever had, but it'll be a memorable one. See you in the cage, brother.
Chris Jones. Man, I forgive you for what we are about to face, and I hope the feeling is mutual, my friend. However, whatever you have to project does not bother me the slightest. I'll see you when our time has come. Cheers, mate.
Here is Isaac London.
Isaac London now making his way to the cage side. Hailing all the way from Surrey, London, Isaac stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall. Currently fighting out of the 155-pound weight class, his current pro MMA record stands at 0 wins and 2 losses. Now London trains out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. London is a very technical fighter. He's very well trained in martial arts, definitely in Kung Fu, a style we don't usually see in MMA too often, but it's always exciting to see something new, something fresh brought to the cage. London is definitely a formidable fighter, very in shape, very fit. Definitely going to be an exciting fight against his opponent, Chris Jones. Definitely going to be interesting to see these two stand-up fighters clash in the cage here tonight. I'm sure we're in for an explosive bout. Isaac London heads inside the cage.
here is Chris Jones.
Now making his way to the cage, Chris Jones. Jones hails from Durango, Colorado, and stands at 5 feet, 11 inches tall. Currently fighting out of the 155-pound weight class, his pro MMA record stands at 5 wins and 0 losses. Jones holds an impressive black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and trains out of Durango Martial Arts in Durango, Colorado. Now, Jones is just an absolute dangerous hazard in the ground game. His jiu-jitsu game, his wrestling game, it's just superb. Obviously, by his undefeated record, he's been a very, very hard opponent for anyone that he faces. The crowd loves him. He's got a great following here. He's excited to come back and fight tonight. But we'll see if Isaac London has anything to say about it as he stands in his way. Chris Jones makes his way into the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Sky Ute Casino Resort, Ignacio, Colorado, King of the Cage and General Tire present our featured bout of the evening. Sanctioned by the Southern Ute Boxing Commission. It's in conjunction with King of the Cage Incorporated. President and founder, Terry Trujillo Jr. Matchmaker Tom Vaughn. Promoter Mike Lowe. The 3 judges scoring this bout will be Stephen Blaya, Mark Sanchez, and Chris Tejas. After the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action from East LA, Mike Beltran. And now, for all the fight fans in attendance here in the great Centennial State, and the millions watching around the world. Colorado, let's hear it. This is our main event of the evening. 3 rounds of MMA in the lightweight division. Introducing first, in the Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, official weight 153 pounds. He trains in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and has a professional record of 2 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, from Surrey, London, England, presenting Isaac London. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 5 feet 11 inches tall. Official weight 154 pounds. This Durango martial arts fighter has a perfect professional record. 5 bouts, 5 victories, no defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the pride of Durango, Colorado, the undefeated Chris Jones. Once again, Mike Beltran is your official for our main event. 3 rounds, lightweights.
All right, John, been over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves now if you want. At the sound of the bell, come on out and handle your business. Let's go.
And here we go, our main event of the evening. Isaac London, Chris Jones, set to battle in the junior welterweight division. Mike Beltran. Chris Jones, a crowd favorite here in this area, man. He's got a lot of fans, and tonight you can hear him. Chris Jones looking to just stalk Isaac London. And I think I'm going to call Isaac London out on that accent, man. That is the biggest, fakest accent. We just realized he was playing us. Great job done by London. Jokes aside, though, man, London is really trying to defend this guillotine, but Man, Chris Jones. Looks like he may have had it for a second there.
Doesn't quite get it, almost got it. Chris Jones continues to control the situation. Isaac just trying to get out of this.
And London continues taking shots from the back. And Jones just staying busy here.
London just trying to defend here, throwing some elbows, not connecting though as much as he'd like to. Jones trying to lock down the situation here.
And London just staying in there, trying to go for this leg. But it ain't happening. Jones taking advantage, delivering some elbows from the top. Can only take so many of those, and it looks like London got dropped there for a second. Chris Jones is just looking to finish what he started here. London is a world of trouble now. He's just covering up. This is not a good position to be in. Obviously, Beltran's gonna look into that and realize, man, if you're just covering up and not doing anything to get out of it, the fight will be called, and London just looks like he doesn't want any more.
Yeah, London definitely got to try to keep busy here.
Jones is able to finish, and that is it. Whoa! A terrible sucker punch. Disrespect.
Jones shakes it off like a professional he is.
Man, much prop to Jones, man, because Jones completely could defeat London.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee in charge, Mike Beltran, has seen enough, steps in, calls a halt to this bout due to strikes. The official time, 1 minute and 49 seconds of round number 1. The winner by TKO, still undefeated, Chris Jones.